This is Obsessum, a Max for Live device allowing to synchronize your media files, images or movies to your peaks or transients. Use MP4 files or PNG. Let audio display a random image or display it manually using knobs. Use MIDI mapping to play with video effects and your MIDI controller. Send video out of Ableton using Siphon and use another application to play video effects or video mapping to Obsessum output. You can create your own video, audiovisual show using Obsessum. This tool allows collaboration with visual artists like painters, photographers, filmmakers, and even artificial intelligence generated images or movies. Now, let's dive in and learn how to use Obsessum. Stay here for the user guide. Welcome to Obsessum User Guide. The first thing you want to do is select the audio track where you want to use Obsessum. Then go to your Max for Live category in here. Then to the browser and type the name Obsessum. If you have properly installed it, the name will be displayed here. If you haven't installed it yet, then follow the directions that come in the PDF included with Obsessum and then follow the instructions. Okay, let's move on. Then, once you selected an audio track, just drag and drop the device and it is ready to use. The first step here is to press this folder button and choose a folder which contains images and movies or images or movies. Use PNG files or MP4 files and make sure you have up to 100 files in this folder. When you open the folder, you will see the name of the folder displayed here by the folder button and the name of the first image here at the bottom. The second thing to do is to turn on the device by pressing this button. And then you will see the first image in your folder. In this case, I am using Midjourney generated images. Then let's see how it works. Let's see this section in here. Here you have the number of frames per second that your metronome is running, and here the image that you are displaying. Here you have a brightness knob, so this is good to, for example, when you are starting your show and you want to come fade in gradually or making some cuts maybe. And then below you have this folder knob. So it will show all the files in this folder when you go through this knob, when you move it. When you go all the way up, you will see this number, which corresponds to the total number of images in your folder. If you have 10 images in your folder, then it will display 10 at the end of the range. So all these controls are MIDI mappable. So when you press MIDI in Ableton here to map, so you see that those knobs are ready to map as well as other controls in the device. except for the rendering options here, which are It's not a good idea to map this because there's not good for music performance. So let's disable MIDI mapping and go on. Now I will explain this section in here. This section is the video effects section. So you have 6 different video effects in here. So changing the color a little bit cold. This is what I decided to put here, a snowflake. Then this one gives you a blurry delay. So I put beer, like when you're or someone is drunk. Then I have this other color change in here, then grains, a mirror effect, or a blur, and then you can make combinations. So this effect it will take GPU processing. So see, when you select many of them, you will see your FPS drop down. So just make sure that your computer is able to handle that. You must not go below 24 FPS. Other way, your animation is gonna look very jumpy. So let's deactivate all this. Now let's explain this middle section. So this bottom in here, Rand FX, allows you to, every time you push this effect, you will get a random combination of effects, giving you more possibilities. And also the possibility to play this live if you map it to MIDI, so you can press your MIDI controller or your instrument and change that while you are playing music. Then you have this Reset FX button. So when you press it, it will deactivate all the video effects. Then you have this slideshow button. So when you press that, you will go through all your folder files, and in order that you place them. But if you activate this rand slide, then it will choose random images from your folder or random movies, whatever you had put in there. In order that this slideshow bottom work, so you need to be in manual mode. So let's move on and talk about this third section here. You have manual mode when you want to manually press this, and then you have these two, which are, in my opinion, the most interesting thing in Obsessum, because this is the audio reactivity part. So when those audio reactive part of automatic modes have two little robots in here. So the first one is you're gonna automate the video effects. So this section in here. So when you play the music, then you will see different combinations of video effects applied for every transient detected. When the video effects are automated, then you can use the slideshow manually only when this is enabled, and then change the slide manually. So now what is this knob threshold? The smaller is the number, more reactivity you will have, and the bigger is the number, so less reactivity you will have because less transients are detected. So in this case, when the number is high, you will detect only the loudest transients. But when you start going down, then you will detect also transients, sounds that are not so loud, so more quiet sounds. So let's talk now about the second automatic mode, which is automatic slide. So when you press that button, then you will get a different slide for each transient. Here, for example, I'm not grabbing the hi-hats because they are not so loud. But if I want to grab the hi-hats, then go down, take the threshold on a smaller number, and there you go. So when you're applying automatically slide change, then you can manually change the video effects with your mouse or MIDI controller. So the idea is that when the slides are automated, then you can manually change the video effects. Great, now let's explain the upper part of the interface, these controls here. So the first button that I will explain here is the full screen mode. So when you turn on full screen, then you will visualize your visuals in the entire screen. Then get out from this mode by pressing escape. When you press escape, the rendering engine will turn off because it's not a good idea to be changing this mode with the render engine on. So going full screen or non-full mode is something that you must do only at the beginning or the end of your show. Then you have this border button. So the border of the window is this one where you have the word Obsessum. So if you don't want to see these borders, you deactivate this and then you cannot move this window anymore. So why is that useful? Maybe you want to record visuals in another format like this long or mobile phone dimensions, for example. Then if you want to use mobile ratio, like for example this size, and then you must choose in here for example a resolution which will correspond to your mobile or whatever you want to record. For example, this is, and then you disable this, and then you can have this format and eventually record that with another software. Okay, then you have this button in here which is visible. So that makes visible or invisible your window. Yeah. Now Siphon allows you to send your visuals out Ableton. So choose your desired resolution and then you will choose another application that will receive Siphon. So for example, I will explain you how to do that with this software which is Avenue Resolution. So this is a professional VJ software. So here in sources, video sources, all the way down I have my Siphon servers and I see live Obsessum because the Siphon is enabled. So I drag and drop it and there you go. I have the visuals in here and now I can process this with more effects in here. For example, I just applied this weird video effect. See, and now I also can mix them with something else, but you can also use that with your math mapper and map the result, etc. So this is, I will just turn this off, and it was only to explain that you can. So when you are sending Siphon out, so it's a good idea to disable this, right? Because you're not visualizing this here, but somewhere else. And okay, guys, this was the user guide for Obsessum. I have explained so far all the features of the device, and I hope that you will enjoy this a lot. If you haven't, just check the website of Synesthetic Devices, which is in the description of this video. And I'd like to discover what are you doing with Obsessum, so do not hesitate and just tag Synesthetic Devices in Instagram, and I will definitely check out what are you producing with this device. And that was all for now, and see you in the next one.